Okay. So, but yeah, no. I actually always wanted to be a part, or like when I got into the group originally, when I got invited into it, I
Yeah.
wanted to be an admin because everybody kept declining my post, and it pissed me off. I didn't like submit a lot of posts or anything, but I did post this one meme, and somebody declined it, and I was like, dude, that's fucked up.
Dude, I can fix that. I mean, like, we have some mods. I love all my mods, but some of them have different tastes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Other people will be like, yeah, the cringier stuff, I don't really like to accept it all the time. But me, I'm like, dude, if it made me cringe, I'm gonna accept it, right? Like, I want everyone else to see that. I had to.
But there's a lot of people in the group now, and what was it? Memes I can't show my mom.
Yeah, it's memes I can't show my mom, and then the Japanese letters afterwards. Like,
What
I don't
did?
know what it is when you have Japanese letters after like a group or a page on something on Facebook. Facebook precisely, like I haven't seen it on Twitter or Instagram, but it will just like drag people's eyesights and they're like, "Oh, I want to look at that."
Yeah, you guys have 1,106 people. I
I
joined
know.
back in July last year, and it was so much smaller. It was like 300 people, and now it's like so many people in there, and it's weird because there's not that many posts that have like a ton of likes.
Yeah. Well, if you noticed, I said if we ever hit 1,000 people in the group, I was gonna kill the other admin. And I
Yeah.
mean, nobody's heard from him in a while. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Oh, oh yeah. So we're pretty there. There's a post that you put in there, right?
Yeah.
2,000 comments, and you won't be able to nut for an entire year,
For an entire year.
and it's at
Yeah, my
1.2k.
and my girlfriend's not about it.
So
I'm down though. I mean, that's like fasting, right? It's healthy, I think.
yeah, I remember in seventh grade I saw a video about it, about this guy who's like, yeah, I haven't nutted in a whole year, and I feel so much more intertwined with myself.
What?
Yeah, yeah, right. Like, what a fucking pussy, dude.
I've been keeping all these kids in for so long.
I think that's how triplets happen. You just don't
Yeah,
nut forever.
it
But
has to be.
Don't curse me like that.
d-
I gotta go a whole year now.
well, yeah, no, 13 months if you really think about it. Because you're not going to count No Nut November a part of the year, right? That's 13,
Oh, dude, this is happening right before November.
right? So,
Destroy Dick December.
oh, you're not going to be able to participate.
Oh man.
What are you going to do?
I guess I'm just gonna celebrate like Hanukkah or something.
Wait, Aiden, what number did you get when you did it?
Oh fuck, dude, I can't even remember. It was pretty high. I'm not gonna lie to you.
16, I think.
Oh my god, dude, it was. It got to the point where I was busting out a lot in the morning. You know,
Dude, I couldn't
like
even.
right before school, dude. You know, you
Yeah.
gotta
I
get
think
them out.
I think the healthy number would be about like 7 a day.
Jesus. I, dude,
You
I,
will pop one in the bathroom, go to class. You know, get it done.
not even in the stall, just at the urinal.
Yeah, just as a urinal.
Dude, well, I mean, who sits down and like does that?
The thing is, I went to goal, so like there was no stall doors, so
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I couldn't do that.
Um, to, to,
Go
clar-
with something else.
to clarify, he went to goal by choice.
Yeah, I went on the Geo side. It wasn't bad.
See, I was forced into goal on the AL side, and I was
Fuck,
there
man.
when Mr. Reese was there.
Oh fuck, man,
Yeah,
so bad.
dude, it was terrible.
Have you
But
heard what's happened to him?
yeah, and I honestly believe like I don't want to come out as like an asshole or nothing like that, but I honestly believe it's karma. he was so rough on everybody there. Like,
Thing is, he was nice to me. That was what was really weird. Because my first year there, he was there.
well, he
But
was
like,
nice to me too, but I mean, I kissed his ass like I was trying to eat it.
yeah. I like that expression.
Yeah, I told him I was gonna run a 5K with him, right? But then I graduated before like we got to do that. He called me on the day of the 5K, and I was just like, "Nope, can't do it, man. I'm sick." No.
So so one thing I wanted to talk about is this is our first time ever like verbally speaking to each other. And second time really ever talking to each other. I think we had one conversation before. I'm not
I'd
sure.
I'd like to say we've like verbally spoke before, but I couldn't remember.
We haven't.
We
But
haven't.
no, you
Always just been like awkward glances, right?
when? I don't think we've ever even met in person before.
I mean, we went to the same school. You were 2 years like behind, but I mean,
I never saw you. I remember the only time I ever ran into someone in your grade and never talked to them. I was good friends with Gage Sneed, unironically. But there was someone else in your grade that I had to run into, and you're friends with him, AJ.
AJ, yeah, that's one of
And
my best friends.
what happened was I was walking out to go to the bus and stuff, and it was the end of the school day, and I walked into him, and he dropped a lighter on the ground, and he got like really pissed off. He punched the wall. He was gonna kick my ass. I knew it, and like me and AJ, we've had a few like interactions since then, and we've never like had any
Yeah,
problems. But right then, I knew. I was like, dude, I'm about to get my ass kicked in front of everyone because he was like twice my size. I was a freshman. I was scared shitless.
dude, I knocked AJ out once. Probably one of the proudest moments of my life. I mean, you know how tall he is, right?
He's pretty fucking tall.
I knocked him out with my heel.
With what?
My heel. Like I kicked him in the jaw.
What the fuck?
He fell straight back and started snoring. I've never heard anyone snore like that. I won't lie, I thought he was like, faking it. So I got on top of him and I started slapping the piss out of him. And he just kept snoring. And that's when I was like, dude, he's out cold.
What the fuck?
Thing is, there's also a chance, like, whenever that happens, if they make like a certain sound on the ground, they could be trying to swallow their tongue. Like, that's
Like
a possibility.
sleep apnea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that type of stuff. Or maybe that was just how he is. Like he just actually just has sleep apnea.
It happened during Jackass to Johnny Knoxville when he got hit in the face from Butterbean. He was making like a noise on the ground, and the doctor said he was trying to swallow his tongue.
It's like when someone gets really drunk and passes out and starts throwing up, you're always supposed to turn him sideways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember AJ did that one time. He was passed out drunk, but he wasn't making any noise at all. And like I turned him over sideways just to like be a friend, I didn't even know he was throwing up or anything.
Mm.
And it just starts pouring out of his mouth. No noise at all. Just
Shit.
this endless vomit just coming out of his mouth. It was
Gross.
disgusting.
He could have died. He could have choked.
Yeah,
on
if I
his
wasn't
drink.
there, he better be lucky that I was there.
Did you ever tell him?
Yeah, no. I mean, like, me and Katie, that was my girlfriend at the time. I still love Katie. She's a great person. But
You're just
me and
saying that 'cause
her,
she'll see it.
no, Katie's one of my best friends. She let me live with her for a while when I didn't have a place to stay. But like,
Mm-hmm.
I remember Katie, she put on 2 gloves, right? And she was literally like double handfuls, like several handfuls of just chunky throw up, just picking it up and putting it in a bag. Like it was the most throw up I've ever seen in my life, I'd like to say.
I don't throw up that often. I think the only time I throw up is when I'm smoking tobacco out of a glass bong.
Dude, you should try it.
I don't know what it is, but glass bongs make me want to fucking
Dude, you hit my bong.
yeah. It was No. You remember I went and passed out, dude. Every time I go to sleep when I'm like, because of the tobacco, it's because my stomach hurts. I don't know what it is.
Really?
It gives me like really bad acid reflux,
I
and
can't say I've never smoked tobacco out of a bong.
Really?
it's
Yeah.
it's not really. Hey guy, it's not really tobacco.
No.
Oh, okay.
An expression.
Yeah, I got like $150 bong. I smoke tobacco out all the time.
Yeah. And I don't, dude, I swear every time it's a glass bong, I swear to God, I'm always like, it sounds really bad. I haven't shared it to anyone because it's a weird thing when everybody is high and you're like, I don't want to say it, but it's like when I'm high from a glass bong, I swear, I don't know what it is, but I always think about knives scraping against my fingers and cutting it open.
What?
That's
Fuck?
I've
I
never
need to
shared
talk to someone.
it. No, but like I do a pipe, I do dabs, I do dab pins, anything,
Dude,
literal silicone bongs, anything else, and I'm fine.
so like, I mean, I guess we're calling it tobacco. When I smoke tobacco, I don't really cough that much. But when I
Mm.
smoke like concentrated tobacco, like wax tobacco, you know what I'm saying? Dude,
Yeah,
I will be on the ground in tears. Like, it
Really?
kills me so much.
I'm the
I mean, I love
opposite.
it. I got some.
I just drool a lot. That's what happens to me.
That's the best.
Nah, I ever since Aiden introduced me to wax tobacco, I've enjoyed. Like it's definitely like my favorite way of doing
It's a
tobacco.
clean high.
Honestly, like, we're calling it tobacco, but I'd like to say tobacco's a lot worse than what it really is. Like, people might actually start smoking tobacco out of bongs and stuff now, thinking I'd rather them smoke the other.
Well, if they do it, they're just dumb as shit.
Wait, are we at least 10 minutes in?
Uh, Let me check. Yeah,
Dude, I do
12.
got one question for
Okay,
you,
then we
Aiden.
can call it weed. I think we're fine.
I do got one question for you, Aiden.
Yeah.
So on like background, one of your arms is a lot bigger than the other. It's your right arm. I've noticed that too.
Yeah.
Everything's making sense to me now. 16 times?
That's just the new norm for him now. He's like, yo, I gotta go to the gym. It's like, all right. He steps into the bathroom. He comes out. Yeah, I just pumped out a new set.
The problem is nobody's gonna understand the shirt because Dylan. It was a different shirt, and Dylan told me to erase words.
It doesn't matter.
Dude, I hope you got a shirt like that. I mean, I'm wearing my shirt that I'm wearing, like, in
Yeah.
the picture.
I want John to wear his. Dude.
I don't know what
John,
happened
go
to.
change right now.
I don't know what happened. And they even made my skinny jeans, female skinny jeans. They gave me fat flaps.
With the, like, lines in them to cut.
Yeah, because they call me fat. Like, because we went on this trip to North Carolina, and it was me, Aiden, and our friend Dylan. And I was just waking up. I'm not a pleasant person to be around in the morning. I'm not a morning person, if I'm gonna be real with you. And Dylan was like wanting to get up and go and do stuff, like go out swimming. I'm just laying in like laying on the couch, not wanting to get up. And Dylan like started talking down to me like I'm autistic and fucking retarded. And he's like, "What, do you want me to make you some food? What, do you want food, fat man? I can make you some cereal in a cup, fat man." And I was like, I just woke up, so I was like, dude, fuck off. I'm not fat.
Dude, yesterday, I was trying to get some, like, wax tobacco off somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they told me?
What?
They said I only sell to fat people. I was so hurt.
You should have picked me up.
I
I would
told him, I said, dude, I just ate like 2 McDoubles. Like, I'm fat, trust me.
What the fuck? Dude, I go 2 McDoubles, plain, large fry, and something to drink. Now, typically, I just drink coffee at this point because, I mean, that's probably why I never sleep.
Dude, I'm a water freak. Like, I don't even drink
Oh.
soda. It's either water or whiskey. I like my W's, water, whiskey, and Windex, you know?
Yeah.
I've noticed your thing about water. Yeah, you post about water quite often.
Dude, it's my hobby. I drink water. I got so mad yesterday, right?
Hmm.
I was going to work, and I always stop by McDonald's because I always hit the snooze button too many times, and then I wake up and I have to go like straight to work, right?
Yeah.
So I always stop by McDonald's and I get the same thing. I don't like to spend a lot of money, so it's always like a McMuffin and then a large water, right?
Hmm.
This lady, I said, "Can I get a large water?" And she goes, "No, we only got bottled water."
And you know it's the Sani.
Yeah, and that's Dasani. It is the worst out of all bottled waters, I'd like to say. Like it tastes like research chemicals in a bottle that's been left out in a car and then refridged.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And I even tried because my mom has a whole case in her closet and it's been there for, man. So like we haven't drank it because we think it's disgusting, but my mom bought it because like when the whole pandemic started, we're like we're gonna need water. Dude, you know it's bad when the whole pandemic happens and everybody's buying out all the supplies and the only water that's left is Dasani.
Dude, yeah.
And like,
I mean, personally, Aquafina is my thing. I
mhm.
think it's great.
Mm.
And I tried
Other
drinking.
people hate on it.
I tried drinking a bottle of Dasani. Dude, I swear, like I became so thirsty after just taking a sip. Like, it's so disgusting.
Dude,
It's so
Dasani's the
bad.
reason these degenerates and stuff don't like water.
I
They tried
honestly,
Dasani and they were like, "I'm never drinking water again. Give me grape juice."
What, Aiden?
I think my favorite water has to be the fucking Deer Park water.
Mm-hmm.
If you've had that, me and Dylan talked about it. I don't know. I had it as a kid, and it's my favorite, I guess.
It's pretty okay. Dude, I think the spring waters are kind of overrated.
Mm.
Like, I don't know. Is it weird to say it's just too watery?
I I don't know what to tell you there. All right, I'm not some water expert. All right.
I don't
The
know,
most
man.
research I did on water was does water make something wet? Is
Did
water
I hear
wet?
Flint has the best water though?
I heard Canada has really good tap water. Like it tastes like purified bottled water.
Dude, Canada has really good anything.
Yeah.
Not people.
Dude, Canadians are great, eh?
I've met a few and I only like out of like maybe the 40 that I've met, I've only liked 5 of them. So,
Dude, I just like to think everybody from Canada is like from South Park, you know?
that's it. That's all they are. It's just South Park. Dude,
Like, isn't South Park reality TV? You trying to tell me that's a cartoon?
Yeah.
dude, can like even like the things that like come from Canada, like Drake. Who the fuck likes Drake? Take him back. Take him back. We don't want Drake.
Dude, the Nelk boys are pretty okay though. I do like the Nelk boys.
Watch. While you guys keep talking, I'm gonna search up stuff from people from Canada.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber, yeah. That's a big one.
Okay, I gotta be honest with you.
You made a change around, I think.
I think since I got past as a kid, I think all guys as a kid hated Justin Bieber. But now that I'm a little bit older, I think I can like his music.
You're bumping like Baby in your fucking car.
Alright, man, don't judge me, but like,
I
when
fuck
My
with
World
JB.
2.0 came out, I had that on CD. I listened to it in my car.
Damn.
Seth
Or like in
Rogen.
my mom's car, but
Seth Rogen's from Canada. I never knew he was Canadian. Canoe Reeves?
Seth Rogen.
What?
Canoe? Why do you
Canoe
say
Reeves.
that? What the
Keanu.
fuck?
I don't know how the fuck you say his name.
Keanu.
Keanu. I don't give
Yeah.
a shit about him.
Dude, Where's My Car? Honestly, one of my favorite movies.
Isn't Tommy Chong from Canada?
I don't know. I
No.
might be stretching it.
I'll search it up.
Tommy Chong, Canadian.
No, he's American.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
he's an
he had-
American Canadian actor.
Oh, he's
Writer and director, musician, and cannabis rights activist and comedian.
I'd love to meet him. Like, oh my god.
have him on the podcast.
You ever watch Trailer Park Boys?
Hmm.
Yeah.
You ever seen that one where Ricky goes and tries to outsmoke Tommy Chong?
Yeah, I've seen it, dude. When he smokes
Great.
like, the whole like joint in like one fucking hit.
He's like, hold up, let me get a warm up real quick.
Yeah.
Dude, I believe it though. Joints burn fast. Like I think he
Yeah.
really did that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it'd be something they'd fake.
Yeah.
But so one thing I wanted to talk about was how, like, okay, so I have Facebook, and I gotta be real with you. I'm not saying this because you're around. Like, you are literally the only reason anymore, Guy, why I have Facebook, is just
like
because
that.
of all the memes. Because
like that.
everything else is so terrible. It's literally just politics and baby
Facebook right
pictures.
now is so toxic, and I was gonna leave it, but I'm glad that I can be there to, provide the memes amidst all this
Mhm.
toxicity. You know what I'm trying to say?
Toxicity.
Yeah.
No, I think the funniest part is when people ask me where I get my memes, and I say I get them from Facebook. People are like they're so confused.
Yo, when me and my girlfriend first started talking,
Mhm.
it was for like 2 days straight. She sent me nothing but memes. Like for the whole 48 hours, it was like constant memes just being sent to my phone.
Oh, she's the
mean,
one.
Yeah, I think that's how she really reeled me in.
Yeah, she
Like-
baited you.
Damn.
Hates the fuck out of me.
No, I mean, but like, and I scroll through Facebook, and it's just people talking about their opinions, and it's like 0 likes, 47 comments.
And just everyone arguing.
And it's just people, like, it's a pissing contest. That's all politics is. It's like
Really, dude.
whoever searched up on Google more things gets to be the one that's right in the argument.
And like, people be using like the hard times as their. They're like, yeah, man, I read it off the hard times. It's got to be true.
Yeah, well, I got mine off Wikipedia, bro. Shut the
Exactly. Incredible source, man.
I saw this Facebook meme, or was it even a Facebook meme? Troy Jones shared it, and it's like, this here is the South, right? And it's
Yeah.
like cutting places off, and I'm like, dude,
Oh yeah, I seen that yesterday.
who the fuck wants to be a part of the South?
I fucking hate it, dude.
Yeah, I kind of wish they cut Tennessee out of there, but I mean,
Mhm.
here.
Yeah,
We
but
still have those people though.
who, like,
Yeah.
dude, there's nothing, like, dude, okay, I'm not racist, homophobic, I'm not against anyone's religion. I don't hate anyone exception of rednecks, like country
Yeah.
people. They have
I don't
the
even like dude, country music's just. There's maybe 2 country songs I like, and that's about it.
I can listen to like super old country, like Johnny Cash. Like that's not bad.
That's
Dude,
not
Billy Joel. Would you consider that country?
Billy
you know,
Joel.
like kind of.
No.
Young Dolph. I think that's kind of country.
What about Lil Pump? No,
Oh yeah,
but
I
no,
heard you came straight out of Florida.
country music's horrible. And
Would Florida even be considered the South though? I mean, they're kind of on the same level.
No,
Like,
it's all rednecks. in
LA
Florida. I
and-
think it's pretty much.
Really?
it's dependent on where you are in the state. It's kind of like
like
Tennessee.
Miami or Tampa, bro. I feel like it'd be more like Cali.
Mhm.
I can't say because I've never been to Cali. I've only ever been to like Kansas, Colorado.
Close enough.
Yeah.
But no, there's like, and they have a whole stereotype about rednecks being retarded. Like, name another stereotype where your stereotype is an idiot. I'll wait.
My favorite thing to say, dude, about especially people in Cleveland, because I'm autistic myself. And I always say, I'm like, dude, I'm convinced that everyone in Cleveland's a lot more retarded than I am.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to driving. The driving in Cleveland's awful,
Oh
dude.
my god, dude, the way people drive in Cleveland fucking sucks.
You haven't seen Chattanooga. It is.
Their motto is, they'll slow down. They got brakes. They'll put them to use.
Oh my god, I think my least favorite thing is when people will pull out and then they'll just go as slow as possible.
Yeah,
It
they're
just
like they'll slow down.
But dude,
it's so stupid.
if you guys come to Chattanooga and drive around here a lot, you'll see the difference. Because it's like people pull out in front of you, even though it's like you think to yourself, like, there's no way, there's not a big enough gap from me and the car in front of me for them to pull out. Oh, people do not give a
They'll
shit.
do it. Yeah.
They fucking slam it. And it's the most nerve wracking thing. So when I'm riding in the car, I just stare at my phone. I can't. And I'm so scared.
I totaled my car here recently. A couple months ago, I was sitting at a red light, minding my own business. Just got off work, headed home. Just sitting there at a red light. This car comes up behind me going at least 50 and hits me in the back. And I turned into a freaking sandwich between that car and the car in front of me. Like, it was terrible.
Has your insurance company gotten back to you yet?
Oh yeah. I got a new car off that, and then I'm also going through with like the pain and suffering and stuff too.
I can hear it.
Like, yeah, man, it's all in my back. You can hear it straight out my throat. Like,
Yeah.
terrible. I hated it, dude. I was so mad, but like at the time, it happened, and I got whiplash and all this other stuff. Like I smacked my head on the steering wheel. She hit me so hard. Like literally my back light was in front of the car in front of me. But like I was the first one out the car though, and I started walking back to the car that hit me. And I was about to go off, I really was, but that girl was in tears. And I'm an empath, so I was like, dude, it's okay. You got insurance? And she was like, yeah. I was like, well, I don't. I'm getting my license suspended.
You're a what?
I got my license.
No.
suspended.
You said you saw her crying and you said I'm a.
Oh, I said I'm an empath, bro. Like,
Oh, I'm a
I
Cancer.
can't.
I wanted to make that joke, but you just kept talking. So I had to reset the joke back up.
Yeah, man, I feel you. I'm an asparagus myself, but I seen her crying, and I can't physically be mad at somebody that feels bad for what they did. So
I
was
heard a
like,
few years back
okay.
that you said you were a pacifist.
Yeah, man. I don't believe in violence. Like, personally, I don't want to brag or nothing, but I know how to fight. I'm a level 2 first degree black belt in Taekwondo. Also trained in like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Krav Maga, Tai Chi. But when it comes to like violence, not the guy. You can say whatever you want to me, and I'll walk away before it ever turns into anything physical.
Mm-hmm.
Like, 'cause I don't want to hurt somebody. Like I don't care what you say to me. Like I'll walk away. I don't want you to get hurt. I mean, it'll come down to like when you actually hit me. That's when I'll actually pass a fist.
That is the shittiest pun I've ever heard.
It's them play on words. They're so good.
So, Aiden, do you wanna talk about some stuff? You wanna bring up one of your topics?
Oh,
I still have more, but I want to have it a back and forth thing.
Let me get my notes up real quick.
UT, oh my fucking god!
I'm glad y'all got notes. I was thinking of notes to write down while I was in the shower this morning, and by the time I got out the shower, John was like, "Yo, I'm in Discord." I just went ahead and hopped on.
Could have sent me a snap.
Okay. Multiple. So, should we start from the top or?
Does it matter?
Let's start with the third one. I want the third topic.
The third? Okay.
Yeah.
Current music taste. It could be like old or new.
Dude, you know that one guy that came out recently, Go the Child or whatever his name is?
Oh, yeah.
Dude looks like Dr. Eggman. I kind of like his music though. Like
I don't either.
he mumbles and stuff, but like it goes hard.
The beats
I don't know.
but they sound the same.
They do sound, dude. Literally, I'll turn on a song, and the beat will start off, and I'll be like, okay, it could be one of these three songs.
Yeah.
Like,
Fast and the SmackDown one, those fucking they sound the exact
yeah,
same.
they really do.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Like, I
listen to
swear
it.
it's almost the same beat with just like different lyrics put over them.
Mm.
Maybe
What
they
about you,
changed like a
John?
hi-hat there and there.
But as of recently, I've been listening to two artists specifically that like, cause I mean, for starters, I mean I've always been listening to Lil Peep and Lil Tracy for the past 3 years. That's always my go-to. But I've added two other artists, and they're they're so different. Bruno Mars and Tupac. It could.
You know, sometimes you just gotta go back, like especially in 2020. Like,
Oh my
Mhm.
god.
think about the past.
Oh my god. Like literally, Bruno Mars is such a jammer. I swear, his music is
is.
so good.
Yeah.
What was
Tupac.
that one album he
Mm.
did?
I don't know any of the album names. I'm still going through all of his songs and just jamming out to them throughout the day. He's such a good artist. What about you, Aiden? Who have you been
Okay.
listening to?
I've been on a different wave recently, dude. I've been listening, like going back and listening to Led Zeppelin because I
Mhm.
used to like when I was a kid, and oh my
Led
god,
Zeppelin's
man,
always.
I've been on that fucking wave.
Yeah.
Like
Dude.
Dire Maker's been stuck in my fucking head for like 2 days.
What were you
So-
trying to say, Guy?
The Doo-Wops and the Hooligans. That was the album I was talking about. I think that's my favorite Bruno Mars album.
Yeah. I think I'm about to go on a Justin Bieber phase.
I've actually been listening to a lot of 21 Pilots recently too.
Oh, I'm so
Really?
sorry.
Like, no, I'm not emo or anything, but like,
I was on that wave, dude.
it's
but
just
fuck
some of
that.
their songs are so nice to ride to. Like,
That was
Yeah,
literally how me and Aiden became friends.
best album.
What,
like
Aiden?
Ride. I love riding to ride.
Freshman year, that's how me and him met. Was we both knew Dylan, and Dylan was like, he knew that both of us were listening to 21 Pilots and Panic at the Disco, and he introduced us, and that's like we would just sit there, sitting next to each other in class, just listening to emo music, and it was.
Does
so
anyone
good.
remember Bowling for Soup?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Who
I
doesn't?
always got Bowling for Soup songs mixed up with Panic at the Disco songs, and I don't know why.
really?
How?
It's just like there was this one song by Bowling for Soup. It was like 1995 or something like
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah, and I for the longest I thought it was a Panic at the Disco song, and I mean I searched everywhere and couldn't find it, and I just figured it was something I dreamed up. So I found out it was actually like Bowling for Soup, and I was like, damn, I was in a whole other band.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
earlier I tried to talk about the only other time we've ever spoken till recently when we were lining up this whole podcast ordeal was you posted a meme saying, "I wish my friends would hit me up, ask me if I've ate today," and it's still in our messages for Messenger. And I thought about it the other day. If somebody like if I had like a girlfriend that was really controlling and she like looked through all my messages and saw that that's the only thing we've ever said to each other, like
I see it. I'm reading it right now.
you go ahead. Actually, we'll read each other. Like I'll read mine, you'll read yours.
All right.
Have you ate today?
No,
You need to eat, father.
I try, but I can't.
Can't say no to the airplane. Open wide. Here comes the airplane. Whoosh. And then it's just an airplane.
The airplane emoji.
Taking off and landing, and then Guy left me on red like a douche.
I leave everybody on red though. Like,
I'll kick your
fair to
ass.
say. Like, there's 3 messages right now. See, what I do is I wait for my messenger to get to like 25 messages that I haven't opened, and then I just go through and open them all, leave everybody on red.
I never use Messenger, so
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I'd like to say I message the most off Snapchat, but at the same time, I don't really talk to that many people on Snapchat either. like. I mean, look, at my iMessage, I have 99 unread notifications. I don't know if it'll go any higher than that, but it says 99.
No, it goes higher. Mine's at 265 right now.
Nice.
It's just spam texters where they're like, "Hi, Jonathan. We'd like to contact you about insurance." And then there's the few exceptions of like friends that I just don't text back.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't save anybody's number. Every time I have a friend call me, I'm always just like, "Who's this?" And I get the same answer. Really? Save my freaking number. Like,
No one has to save my number.
you just got one of those easy numbers, hey?
It's literally I'm not gonna say it in a specific order, but it's like in total outside of our area code, right? So let's put our area code to the side. The
Okay.
7 digits of my phone number, 6 of them are 8s, and 1 of them is a 1.
Yeah.
It is
Pretty easy, actually.
it is so close to being just full on 8s. And when
the
everybody's
only number I can ever remember is my mom's. And
yeah, I can remember
yeah.
that too.
same thing. I'm not gonna say them in order, but like, I don't know how many of each of them are, but it's only 3s and 9s.
Yeah. It's 4 3s and 3 9s.
Oh yeah, I'm glad that you knew that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we talk a lot.
Hmm?
But yeah.
Dude, hold up. What'd you say? 4 3s and 3 9s?
Mhm.
That actually is it. That's kind of scary. I just did the math in my head.
Yeah. Do you want me to text her real quick? But yeah, another thing I think everybody's talking about it right now is Ben Shapiro. It's kind of hard not to talk about.
Dude, stop.
I haven't heard anything about Ben Shapiro.
You haven't?
No.
Have you heard WAP?
Yeah, I actually haven't listened I haven't listened to the song or seen the music video yet.
It's pretty much about Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro went into this. Actually, Aiden, could you say it, because I don't know too much of what actually happened.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't care.
Is that bad?
No. Well, okay.
I just don't care.
Well, Ben Shapiro literally he was in this interview and he was talking about, I don't know if it was an interview or not, but something surfaced of him saying that his wife doesn't get wet and he thinks that they're yeast infections. That's what his wife told him, because he can't get his wife turned on.
Dude, that's like in Dave, the show the Little Dicky made.
Hmm.
Have y'all seen that yet?
All of it.
I haven't really watched it.
Really, you need to watch that, Aiden. And I think you'd love it if you share any of the comedy. Like, you share the same genes as Jonathan, man. You need to watch it.
Yeah, I loved it. Well, we've tried putting it on while Aiden was around, but he was too busy making beats. But basically,
Sometimes you gotta chase your dreams.
it's
Gotta
not.
get the bag, even though I haven't posted like any beats.
No, like Aiden's really talented at it too.
Yeah, I can.
I made the
Yeah.
intro for this. They'll hear it before the fucking podcast starts.
Yeah. Everything now that we have, everything is now just self-made. Like nobody
No
owns
way.
the rights to it. So it's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, fuck everybody. I drew all this.
Okay.
I like it, dude.
But yeah, so that's going on to the next thing. Below, I mean, I want to touch the whole Ben Shapiro thing actually. I think that he's just debating everyone. I don't think he's being serious. I think that
Really?
he's just saying it for exposure.
So you think his wife does get wet? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I do think that he turns his wife on. There's no way she'd stay with him if he didn't, right? No way he'd marry her.
I mean,
No, I don't think that's necessary.
I don't think sex is a thing that's like
I don't
needed
know.
in a relationship.
Then I don't think that really matters, dude.
I don't think it's a necessity, but I mean, imagine that you're gonna marry someone for the rest of your life, and it's like they don't even sexually turn you on. So like, if they don't sexually turn you on, you probably don't find them attractive.
And that's why men cheat.
And he's into politics, right? So it's like he obviously doesn't have a
Yeah,
personality. So
he's
like,
gotta be hung or something.
yeah, yeah, right. So like, I think he's just debating everyone. I think this is just to get, like, he's trying to get a meme made out of him or
Maybe.
something, and it's working, you know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no. I want to talk about how I'm making a cartoon. Here soon. It's gonna take a while. It's definitely gonna
Oh,
be a huge process.
oh yeah.
Um, and I need to get people to do it with me. Once I start getting the animations down, because I think it'd be weird if it was just me and Aiden and the
I
entirety of
mean,
the
I personally,
cartoon.
I'd totally be down to like write up some scripts or something for like at least a couple episodes, you know?
Mm-hmm. Not even just script writing. When I start getting it started, and and everything's almost put together and finished, and what I'm gonna need is to get people to do voiceovers.
Oh yeah.
Uh, I mean, and that's the part that I'm kind of nervous about is like I get people to do voiceovers. I can't let people use their mics because people don't have nice mics like me and Aiden. Well, Aiden's
Yeah.
isn't nice, but it sounds good.
I mean, what kind of
I have a
mic do you
guitar. I
have?
have a Guitar Hero mic.
Yeah, Aiden's using a Guitar Hero mic, a $10
$9
mic.
Guitar Hero
All right,
mic.
so listen. Quick story. Back in the day, I used to like rap and stuff with my buddy AJ. We actually
Mhm.
went to a studio with this dude named Yachty Westfeld. He owned the place. Dude's amazing at music. I think one of his videos went viral recently of him playing guitar and drums at the same time, and like he's been blowing up ever since that. Back in the day, we used to go to his studio. Me and AJ had our little like home studio set up at my house, and we
Mhm.
used a High School Musical mic from my PS2. That's what we did most of our recording off of.
Mhm.
That's sick,
It
dude.
worked, man.
Dude, that we recorded John's song on this.
Really.
Mhm. I
John
made
has
But
a
yeah,
song.
that
dude, I'd
SoundCloud.
love to hear John sing.
It's not singing.
Just rapping.
No
If
way.
you're
Should we play it for him? Should he
Well,
listen to it?
after the
It's
podcast.
pretty short. I mean,
I
Yeah.
would love to hear it.
Um, it's something else, but getting people to come over to do voiceovers is going to be tedious, especially because I can't even get people to come over in general, and then getting people to come over to do work.
Some of the best voice actors. First of all, I know there's one subject I really want to touch, and that's Dan Harmon. Like,
Hmm.
he's been getting a lot of hate recently.
The guy's a genius.
I think he's a genius too. Like
Community.
Community, Rick and Morty,
Morty.
Harmon Quest. Have
Hmm.
y'all watched Harmon Quest
I
yet?
haven't seen it. What's it on?
You can watch it on VRV, but I think you need premium.
Mm.
Uh, it 100% though it'd be worth to like buy premium for a month and fucking like watch all of Harmon Quest. Because what he does is he'll play like a live action D&D in a Hollywood studio, and he brings on like guest celebrities to play. But while he's playing it, it's all like animated. So you're watching a cartoon, but it's just him playing D&D live, and like the comedy, right?
But so why is he getting hate?
Well, it's such a touchy subject. Back in like 2009, when Rick and Morty first came out, it was brought up how he made that skit where he was spoofing Dexter. Yeah, he was spoofing Dexter, and he was playing a character in the skit who was a psychiatrist, and he drugged like a baby or something. And he basically goes and rapes a baby doll, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now that this whole Save the Children thing is like popped up and became popular on all social media things, people have now brought that video up again since it's already been brought up before, and he had to go to apologize for it and everything like that. Bringing it up again and putting it out there again and calling him a pedophile and all sorts of stuff. I mean, It's sick. It's a sick video. I won't lie. Shouldn't have been done. But he already, like, it was taken down. Like, it didn't even stay up that long. This was before Rick and Morty. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he did his whole apology for it. I just feel like, it was a baby doll. And it was back in 2009. Comedy's changed, like, a lot since then.
And this was for the show Dexter?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was, like, a parody of Dexter.
Oh.
I've never watched Dexter personally.
Good show. Good show.
I always liked Psych. Psych was my favorite, like,
You should
detective
watch it.
show.
Oh, I mean, but like in Dexter, he's a blood spatter analyst. So he analyzes how the murder is done. And so he goes onto the crime scenes and he pretty much finds out who the murderers are and goes and kills them.
Okay, that does actually sound pretty good.
It's really good.
Lucifer's pretty good too. I liked that detective as well.
But no, I mean, I think especially now with Dan Harmon getting all this hate is really bad. Not even just because it's, bad taste and especially with the Save the Children movement, but on top of that, there's the whole cancel culture. And they could literally just try to ruin his career. Even though that 11
they
years
wouldn't
ago.
even be ruining Dan Harmon's career, like, they'd also be ruining people like Justin Rowland and, like, several people that worked with Dan Harmon that have jobs because of Dan Harmon,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Dan Harmon doesn't make Rick and Morty by himself, dude. Like, he just does the screenwriting, like, the occasional voice acting.
Yeah,
Like,
and on top of that, it's like you can see how he's changed. It's been 11 years.
yeah.
His comedy is way more appropriate, and you could even see that in something that was recent or more recent relatively to when that happened with Community. Community came out in what, 2012, 2013?
Yeah, and the one thing I like about Community, they got so many different, like, ethnicities and religions,
2009.
different views on life, like, within Community, and they're all kind of targeting each other within it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to say it's like South Park, but less offensive.
And it's
Like,
really
a lot
meta.
less offensive. Yeah.
And it came out the same year that happened to him. 2009, Community came
Really?
out. And you could tell how different everything is.
Oh yeah.
As someone who tries to have their center of their personality be comedy, I've definitely said some terrible things and made some bad judgment calls. But that doesn't mean that, like,
I mean, my meme group was started for just dark comedy, just
Mhm.
things that people wouldn't find acceptable on regular Facebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
no, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you do have the occasional people that get really fucking offended for no reason.
Yeah. I did have
The whole reporting phase.
there was this one post I made. You ever watch Demon Slayer, the anime that came out
No.
recently? Well, they had this. Japan's getting a lot of hate right now. First of all, their consent of age is like 13. So, like, in a lot of animes, the protagonists and stuff they're usually teenagers or, like, they're younger than 18, right?
Mhm.
And they're always sexualized. Like, that's just how Japan does their thing. But I posted this meme. It wasn't even me that made the meme, but I posted it on the meme group, and it was talking about a character within Demon Slayer, and it was talking about, like, her private area, calling it Sweet Pussy Juice.
And she got
But-
triggered.
Oh yeah, someone got triggered about it, and they made a whole post about me, like, saying I was, like, a pedophile and stuff. I mean, it's safe to say I took them off the meme group because obviously they couldn't, like, handle the comedy in it. But it
Yeah.
was just wild to me. I just shared a post on Facebook to the meme group, and I didn't even make it or nothing like that. Someone lost their absolute mind over it, over a cartoon, bro. Like, nothing even real.
hmm I mean, I'm a part of a bunch of shit posting groups. At this point, I'm part of an Avatar one. And a lot of these groups that are animated cartoons, like Avatar The Last Airbender, they go through
Yeah.
these phases where they'll sexualize some of the characters. And it's like, yeah, they're young. That's fucking weird. But there's humor in it. You can find it funny.
Yeah.
and that's the whole purpose of it. You know, and
I mean, I feel like nowadays people really like sexualize things to promote them and get them out there. Like parties for the longest, they like all of their commercials were all like sexualized, like a girl eating a burger like half naked on a car or something.
Burger King.
They're like,
Yo, we could
yeah.
lead into something.
And I mean, like yesterday on Facebook, I seen this girl. You know what Etsy is, right?
no.
Yeah, I think so.
Etsy's like something online where you could sell like
Homemade items, kind of.
yeah. Well, I seen this girl trying to like sell her earrings, right? I didn't see a single picture of her earrings. It was a picture of her ass, and it said "Buy my earrings," and then had a link to her Etsy.
Oh, the classic.
Yeah, and I was like, "What do your earrings even look like? Like, it's just a picture of your butt."
Wait, I think we talked about this last episode, clickbait, and how it's becoming everything. Yeah, like,
Yeah, I do remember that.
and there's like clickbait is now just sexual too, not even just that. It's so bad, and
Netflix.
it progressively has to become more and more worse, I guess you could say, for people to even want to warrant them clicking it, right? So
Yeah.
so some people are gonna have to cross the lines just to get clicks, you know. When like let's say like maybe 10 years from now, I mean, who's to say that thumbnails won't have nudity in it just to get clicks?
Yeah.
So
I mean, with how the people are like handling things, like definitely now in 2020, you can tell that people have a voice. Like they really do. They complain. Enough people complain enough about one thing, and they'll do something about it. And I mean, nowadays, sexualizing things becoming like, I don't want to say it's a trend, but it kind of is. I can definitely see like YouTube, for instance, kind of like taking away some of the restrictions on certain things in order to fit like culture.
Well, have you seen there is still a petition online, I'm pretty sure you can still find it, to get like Pornhub taken down, and it has like over 1 million signatures.
I bet like all of them are moms.
And you can look through all of it. It's not me. All right.
All their daughters are just on there, and they're like, man, I really don't.
Like if you take all the websites, if you take all porn off the internet, there will only be one website left, and it will be Bring Back the Porn.
XX. Oh,
No.
yeah.
That's it. And then the internet's screwed.
What do you do about ads? There's like porn ads you get on regular websites.
Man, every time I try to watch pirated movies, it's just like, here's porn.
Yeah.
And then you have to like debate like, do I want?
I really want to watch this movie,
or am I about to get my my reps in?
Yeah.
My arm's about to get even bigger.
Yeah, I'm about to be fucking ripped. Or I could do both. Watch the movie and look at the ads.
It depends on which kind of movie you're watching. Like Game of Thrones, for instance, I feel like you could do both at once. It's basically just like fantasy porn.
Yeah, it's softcore, like fantasy porn.
But speaking of softcore and Save the Children, what an amazing segue. Netflix coming out with a show called Cuties.
Oh, I did see that.
I'm pretty sure everyone saw it, but for the people who don't know, Netflix came out with a movie called Cuties, and it's about little kids, girls, twerking, and people are pissed off.
Yeah, and then Netflix response to it was kind of mind-blowing.
What'd they say?
Like they were like,
Twerking
we at Netflix respect, like, we don't judge any, like, religious or cultural views, or, you know, they were basically saying Netflix is a free playground for anybody, like, just pedophiles, you know, religious people. It's a playground for people now.
Let's just get rid of Netflix. Netflix sucks.
Yeah, I agree. They took down
some good exclusive shows though.
Look, after they took down the pair of kings or whatever from Disney XD, I don't really care for Netflix no more.
Well, hey man,
Is that really when you stopped watching? Dude, I fucked with that show like hard.
It's so good.
for me, BoJack Horseman's finished. I've seen all of it. There's no more
Yeah.
coming. Netflix can just, you know,
I mean, Netflix has Breaking Bad. I like that at least.
Better Call
Yeah.
Saul, but they never come out with the seasons when they get released.
Yeah,
Yeah, you always gotta wait.
Mm.
Hate that.
that's what I hate.
Um,
Honestly, if I hear there's a good show, I think it's better to just wait until it's over with.
And then watch it. Just watch
Yeah,
it all in
you
one
can
night.
binge it.
yeah.
Yeah, for real though, I'm about to go take a pee break.
I gotta pee too. Yeah,
Alright.
Oh, okay. So I'll just be here by myself.
pee break.
Entertain them, John. You're entertaining.
I'm just gonna cut it out.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Actually, I'm gonna go take a pee break.
Hell yeah. Alright.
I'm
I'm
back.
back. I don't know, man.
No, we're
This
waiting.
pee
on
might have been a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Dude.
Wait.
So I got a shy bladder, right?
All right.
I had one of my worst experiences in my life a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
Like, AJ, you mentioned him earlier. He wanted to go down to chat, right? He was supposed to go to a party or something that night. I'm not a party guy, so I wasn't down with it, right?
Mhm.
I was just gonna go back to my girlfriend's house and hang with her.
Yeah.
But then he was like, "Yo, I'm not going to this party. You want to go to chat? Like we can." For some reason, he just likes to walk around chat, but usually it's the same thing. We'll walk across the bridge. I was gonna grab some ice cream from the ice cream shop on the other side of the bridge.
That's not even
And
a mile away from my house.
yeah, well, instead of that, he parks next to the Buffalo Wild Wings. And all right, well, going back before we even left Cleveland, I had to pee, and they were all waiting out on the car already. I had to run back in, and I felt rushed, so I just couldn't go because I got a shy bladder. I felt like people were waiting on me. So I'll just get in the car and told AJ, I was like, dude, stop at this gas station before we go to chat. So we did. I go in there and there's tons of people in there, dude. Automatically, I knew I wasn't gonna go. And then everybody leaves the bathroom, so I sit down in the stall like a woman. Best way to go, personally. And this dude comes in, and he dries his hands, I shit you not, for like 2 minutes straight. Sitting there just. I thought it was somebody messing with me, because they knew I had a shy bladder. So I bust out the stall door. Big black dude, he jumps back, like, I was like, oh shit. Sorry, man. I walked out. I had to go so bad. It was like every step I knew I had to go. We drive all the way down to chat, and we get to Buffalo Wild Wings. And I don't know why I thought I was going to be able to go there. Like, so many people at Buffalo Wild Wings. So we're walking around Chattanooga. AJ goes picks him up a bottle. So we're just walking around. He's drinking and stuff. I was like, dude, I have to go so bad. Like, where are we going? Like, what's your destination for us right now? And he's like, I don't know, man. I just want to like walk around and fuck with everything. Just kind of see what we can get ourselves into. And, I kind of felt bad about it because I've never had this happen to me. I've never had to hold my piss for that fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it was bad. I was almost in tears. But I eventually talked him into like, let's just go back to Cleveland. And I shit you not, I had to hold my piss for like 3 hours.
Jesus
Like,
Christ.
it was so bad. I've never had anything like that happen to me before.
Mm-hmm.
I actually thought that after that night, I was gonna have to get a catheter.
Oh my. So a while ago, because I've been liking your memes for a long time now. It's been over a year that I've pretty much liked all of your memes that you post because we have a lot of the same humor.
Yeah.
And I don't know when it was, but I was talking to my sister. I was like, "You know Guy, right?" And I never knew that you guys dated. And this is when she told me.
We dated for like a week or two.
She was like, "Yeah, I dated him." And I was like, "Oh." And I was like, I looked at her and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna be serious with you. I don't give a fuck. You can say that you're my sister, but like, I'm gonna be friends with this guy. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, we have a lot of the same humor. He plays games. I think that we've played we have a lot in common.
Yeah. I seen you
But
had Sea of Thieves on there. I really enjoyed the Sea of Thieves.
and then I was like, Lily, I do not give a shit if let's say hypothetically, me and him became tight and he came over and you were here, and that made it weird for you. I don't fucking care. And my sister got so upset about it.
Oh, dude, personally, I don't think we dated like long enough for it to
No.
be weird though.
No. She was saying that she wished that you guys could still be friends.
I think she's cool. I can't. I don't know. There's something about exes. It's like you don't want to be friends with
Well,
them.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, it's better to not involve yourself with her. Even as
Yeah.
a brother, I don't even really talk to her. She makes a lot of bad decisions for herself. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, not oh yeah. I don't know her enough to like say anything right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty mad at her, and I've been mad at her for the past few months. So, I guess it doesn't matter anymore, huh? Look at
Yeah, I'm
us
pretty
now.
mad at my sister too. She took my flip phone from me when I was like 9, and she wouldn't give it back for like an hour, and I just haven't been able to forget about it.
What do you do with my money? Is that my phone? Cause fuck you. That's why. That's actually we sampled that sound for the song that I made.
I can't wait to
Yeah,
hear
it's
it.
beautiful.
It's a piece of art. It's not. I gotta be honest with you. It's nowhere near because it was more of like just a bunch of our friends. It's called SF Network. You can find it on YouTube, SoundCloud, and there's
SoundCloud.
there's our friend named Zach. Oh my god, my stuff, like my one song compared to his stuff, it's nothing.
That song's beautiful. If you want, I can play some after this if you got time.
I'll be down.
You'll be in tears. You'll love it so much. Because you'll hear mine, you'll be like, okay. And then you'll hear Zach's, and you'll be like, what the fuck? I'm nothing compared to Zach. And
That
that's
song is beautiful.
and
I'll
it's
say that.
no. It's not the whole like talking down about yourself, like the whole like how everyone does it. I have an ego, right? I think I'm the best at everything. That's why I play League of Legends, right? So like that's how I am, Like I'm cocky, I have an ego, and I'm cynical.
I think you kind of have to have that to play League.
But when it comes to music, I could not explain. Like, I couldn't sell someone into the idea of me being better than Zach. Like his is just a whole nother level. Yeah, man. But I think you might have heard of him before too. I think it happened after you graduated. He got caught for this, so I can say it. His fucking dumbass literally pulled out a pipe of and some weed and smoked during class
Yeah,
in the classroom.
Dude, that's some like
Baller
E
shit.
shit, bro. Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
and
didn't hear about that, but
and the
I'm gonna
craziest
clap
part,
for him.
he only got caught because he got a video of it and sent it to people.
Dude, so he wouldn't have got caught if he just casually did it.
The
And
teacher
in a way,
knew, I think, as well, though, right?
the teacher wasn't in the room at the time, but like everyone can smell it. So
Yeah, dude, you spark up in class and everyone's like, what's that?
I was like, that's a familiar smell. What the fuck? What?
I haven't smelled that since prom. Yeah. No, it was he's something else.
I wish he would have passed it around. Just like give it, like started passing around the random people.
Dude,
Then everybody would have gotten caught.
Yeah,
What are
then
they
it would
gonna
have been
do?
hot potato, bro.
Yeah.
you could have pleaded that the classroom was hotboxed and you
Yeah.
fucking inhaled it.
Yeah.
And then what was the school? But then again, the school has that shitty mentality of if it happened to you, you're still getting in trouble. Because I remember my friend, he held onto one of my vape pods because I was on my third citation. When you get the third one, you go to juvie for a week. And I was getting searched, and
no
he held
fun.
onto my pod. And he tried telling them, like, and he was like dead serious when he was saying it. He wasn't even like smirking or nervous or anything. He was like, yeah, I found that outside in the parking lot. And they're like, well, you have it, so you're getting a citation. So he held on to the pod for me. He got in trouble. I paid for his citation. And it was
Going-
settled out.
Going back to where I was arrested,
Mm.
man, I think you weren't recording when I talked about that, but
Nah.
fucking the lady was trying to ask me where I got it from, right?
Well, how about
The
you retell the
SRO.
story? Just retell the
Okay,
story
okay.
so it makes sense for people listening.
So, this person I knew that sold pills, they gave me this bag of like this little brown stuff. It was some sort of Mexican tea or whatever. They called it Dream Herb. I'm gonna go ahead and like look up the full name for it so I can give you. 'Cause this is what they did at school. It's called Kalia Zaka Takachichi. I don't know if I said that right, but it's supposed to give you like lucid dreams when you smoke it or something like that. But she just said it was Dream Herb to me, so I put it in my wallet. I forgot about it, and one day this person got caught selling pills at school. So instead of taking the charge, they just decided to snitch on a lot of people who were like quote unquote selling at the time. I wasn't selling really hardcore or nothing like that, but what happened, and I got pulled out of my classroom. They start searching my bag and everything, and they found that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
The SRO officer comes in. She's like pretty mad at me, and she starts slamming her hand on the desk. And she's like, I've been in this game for way too long. You can't tell me that's not marijuana. And I actually laughed at her. I slammed my hand back on the table, and I said, dude, I smoke marijuana every day. Like, I don't know what game you've been in, but that doesn't look anything like marijuana or smell anything like marijuana. And she got rather upset about it, but they took me to the principal's office. He looked up what I told him it was, Dream Herb, and it looked exactly what I said it was. So he was like, well, it's not really illegal, but because of the way you have it packaged, we're going to have to suspend you for 2 weeks. So he calls my dad. My dad comes up there, and as we're walking out of the building, the SRO asked me one more time for my wallet. By that point, I didn't think she could do nothing, so I was like, okay. I hand her my wallet, and she pulls $3 out of it that I got from my mom that morning to get some snacks out the vending machine. And And then she slaps cuffs on me and says, "I'm taking you in for distribution of synthetic marijuana on grounds."
What?
Like, she got that mad that it wasn't marijuana. And she was like, "Yeah, this got to be synthetic marijuana. That's what he's doing." Like, blew my mind. But yeah, I went to juvie for that. And it was kind of dumb. Juvie honestly was not that bad, though. Like, you got ham sandwiches and cookies, like sugar cookies. You got to watch Netflix. I remember I watched this. I remember I watched the Adam Sandler in there. It was like anger management or something.
Oh yeah.
Funny movie. Great. Like, juvie's chillax.
Yeah, so if any of you are under 18, just break the law, dude.
Like if
Oh, man.
I feel like the best time if you're gonna sell anything, dude, do it in like middle school.
And for
Yeah, dude.
for legal
So you're
reasons,
not
that's a
gonna get,
joke.
like actually really charged.
All you get to do is like watch Netflix and eat good for a couple of weeks. Like,
In middle school, dude. I remember I got caught vaping with this kid named Logan. He had just moved. He was a new kid. And me and him were really tight. We rode the same bus, had the same flippy hairstyle. Like, we had a whole goon squad of kids who had flippy hair, and we all just hung out. It was like 14 Justin Bieber ripoffs, and we all called each other like Shaggy and shit like that. And whoever had the longest hair out of all of us was like the real Shaggy, right?
yeah.
And I remember me and Logan got caught vaping on the bus, and dude, this kid, he was something else. He, like how boxers are tight. He still had his vapes. He went to school the next day with his vape still, and we got called to the office, and dude, he went in there with both of them, like with his underwear, trying to keep them onto his thighs. And he had 2 box mods because this was before like Juuls came out. All that we had were box mods.
Or anything.
Yeah.
And he had 2 of them strapped up on each thigh, and they were barely staying. He had to hold on to them. And he was so confident that he was going to go in there, and they weren't going to find them.
They found him, didn't they?
Yeah. And me and him both got in
I don't
trouble.
under your ass cheeks, bro. That's like the best spot.
But
Sometimes you just gotta keister it for the boys, you know?
Yeah, you know.
and you guys went to OMS, right?
Nah, actually, I was in a 7th day
Yeah.
school, and I got
Oh.
suspended like 11 times.
Well, we found the ultimate spot to hide vapes, to the point to where we all saved up our money collectively, chipped in together, and bought 1 box mod, and we'd all buy juice together. But see, the smart thing about it was we never, like, okay, so we found the sinks in the bathroom had a little place underneath it that you could put stuff. And, like kids would put gum there or whatever. We put a vape there. We put a whole ass box mod there. And for like 4 months, it was just chilling there. And we just hid it at school in the bathrooms together. And after 4 months, like literally, it just disappeared randomly. And
Sucks, dude.
like
It was like a teacher or like a student that got it.
we never knew. We couldn't ask because if we did, then we'd be caught.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, middle school you would get away with so much because we got caught vaping. We got caught with the vapes and everything. What did we have to do? We had 1 day of in-school suspension.
Yeah, dude. It
Like-
doesn't matter.
It's in middle school for me. I got suspended for like everything, from, like cursing. I remember the principal suspended his own son for holding hands with the girl.
Mm,
Like, I went to one of those middle schools.
you shouldn't do that premarital.
Yeah, that's scary, dude.
I couldn't hold hands with anyone.
Yeah, personally, I found physical contact to be terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, well, I only hold hands with guys that have smaller dicks than me. So, but like,
Makes sense.
there isn't that many guys out there with that, so.
Well, that explains why you have like such a big ego. Like, you've only ever held hands with somebody that was like less of a man than you, right?
And not that many, really. Trust me, I've tried. My guy, My homies are like, yo, man, we need to hold hands. I was like, show it.
Yeah.
I
Nah,
don't think you ever did that with
You
me,
got a
dude.
thigh dangler or what?
no, Aiden, we have no, Aiden. I know that yours is bigger than mine.
What?
I know this from when me. That's such a weird thing to say.
Dude, I have a really funny picture, by the way. I'm not gonna show it.
Aiden's about to send me a dick pic.
No, it's really funny because I'm like underneath a blanket. My cock is in frame, and I'm just like looking at the camera. I think it's really fucking funny.
I
But
had a picture back in the day that I sent to a lot of people where it was
Wait.
snowing outside, and I went outside like butt ass naked, and I stuck my dick in the snow, and like I captioned it. Sometimes when I'm bored, I like to pretend I'm a carrot.
Wait, before we continue, let me explain how I know Aiden has a bigger dick than me.
Yeah, before it gets out of hand.
Before we forget, and this is forever on the internet, I know this because way back when, Aiden and I and Dylan all went on a trip, and we were talking about our dick sizes, and I was like, yeah, mine's like 5.5, 6 inches. Aiden was like, mine's 7, and Dylan was like, mine's 8 inches.
that was a joke.
I don't know. Is this like one of
It was
those
not
things where people
7,
tried to
dude.
up the other person though?
I was being honest. 5.5 to 6, somewhere there.
6.5, dude. Not fucking 7. Oh, it's 7 inches, dude. I'd fucking. 4, dude. What the fuck?
Dude, if I had 6.5, dude, I'd have a bigger ego. That's for sure. I'll tell
You
you.
know Dylan does not have an 8-inch penis. Are you fucking kidding me?
You know, I used to wear like sweatpants and pajamas everywhere I went,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh my.
and it actually stopped when it stopped like a year ago because I had way too many milfs like come up to me and just, you know, no permission, no nothing, just grab my junk. Like, dang, you're hung.
Okay.
So like uncomfortable. Like, you know, I've only talking to you a few times, but here you are, like
Like,
know,
I'm not
groping
gonna lie,
me.
dude. If there was an opportunity with like a hot MILF, bro, I would take it. Like, no question.
Yeah.
You know, if it was a hot MILF, like I might have had like a different thought process about it. But
Yeah.
I gotta be real with you. I'm not attracted to MILFs.
well, I heard from the other episode that Aiden's actually like a fan of them. He likes
Yeah.
the older women.
Yeah,
I like
man.
older women, but like 2-3 years.
Nah, dude. I was thinking older.
I
It's like 10 to 15 years.
It's like, dude, you're fucking someone who was like on Earth before you.
Yeah.
You like inherit the knowledge and the wisdom of that.
Like Avatar, like the blue.
Yeah.
Like where they like put each other's hair to each other. That's what it's like with a MILF. You just take out your schlong and she just pulls her hair back.
Like, I think it's kind of crazy, dude.
Oh,
but,
man.
Well, no, dude. After dating older girls that are like a year or two older than me, they always have this ego, like where they think they know more than me. And you know, I'm a genius, so
There you go again.
it clashes a little bit. They're trying to talk about something like I do. People piss me off. Like my mom, for instance, she thinks because she's older, she's smarter. Dude, she was swearing up and down that you have to wear a seatbelt in the back seat. I was like, no,
Oh, yeah, no, you don't.
not if you're 18. And then I just sit there and I get so fucking mad. I'm so mad because I know I'm right and I know that this person just will not change their mind. That's what I couldn't do politics. I swear.
Actually, I got a friend that I work with in carpentry, and he never wears a seatbelt. He'll sit there and let the little buzzer or whatever go off for like 5 minutes at a time and stop and then come back on. But he got in an accident where he wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and they told him that if he was wearing his seatbelt, he would have died. So he just doesn't wear a seatbelt anymore at all, front seat or back seat. It don't matter.
Let me go ahead and specify this right now. just so this never becomes an issue. For starters, it's a state-specific law, and for Tennessee, it says if you're 18 or older, in the back seat you don't have to wear a seatbelt. In the front seat, it's a different story. But just for people wondering, because we do have people that listen all across the world, actually. So it's specific to your area.
Dude, we have people from Portland in the meme group. I don't even know how they got there.
I could get people worldwide onto it. Dude, on Snapchat, I got people everywhere. Like, Snap Maps for me is crazy. I
actually had to make a new Snapchat because there's just way too many on my old one.
On my old Snap, I reached the max amount of people that you could have added. So I made a new one too.
That's impressive.
I had the max is like 2,500, 3,000. I don't remember specifically, but I had the maximum amount of people that you could have added. And then
sure my ex has that many dudes on her Snapchat.
I had so many guys sending me dick pics to the point to where I had to keep publicly saying, like, "Yo, dude, I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm not gay. Yeah. Stop sending it to me. You're barking up the wrong tree, dude." And after so many times of posting that, everybody just kept memeing on me, making fun of me. I got nervous opening up my snaps in front of people. Like, it was like playing Russian roulette to the point to where, is there a dick pic? So I stopped.
I bet that's how women feel though on the day-to-day process.
Yeah. It helped me relate to them.
Yeah. I feel bad for him in a way. I would hate just be sitting there in front of my boss or something, which is my granddad, for instance. Just open up a Snapchat and
Well, I mean,
long.
It happens to me from girls too, though. I'm not gonna lie.
You have girls send you dick pics.
Not dick pics.
I just remembered something, John. Do you remember on Yubo we met that one guy D?
No.
He was the one gay guy who was messaging me. He was from chat. And then he sent you the fucking, I think it was a bulge pic.
Oh my god.
We made him think we were gay.
Oh my god. I forgot about that.
Yeah, dude.
We were at the groomer shop and we were laying next to each other on the mattress.
Dude, he thought.
Oh, it's sounding kind of sus now.
No, because we're sitting next to each other and we're texting him and we're telling each other what we're sending him, so the story lined up, and we're acting like we were a gay couple trying to get a third.
Oh, okay.
And
no, you didn't know if you were gay, so he sent you so he sent you a bulge pic to see if you got turned on.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got that mixed up with another time. I get confused easily.
Oh, man.
No. Well, gay guys are so funny
It's okay
to
to be
catfish.
confused.
No. Gay guys are so funny to cat. No, I know what my sexuality is. Well, actually, I'm a bit confused. No, I'm confused on whether I'm asexual or not.
Dude, I feel that. I think about that all the time.
I'm not attracted to men, but I'm attracted to women. But
I tried to photosynthesize and
shut the
didn't
fuck
work
up.
out.
I'm being serious, right?
Yeah,
I had sex once and I just didn't enjoy it, and I have no desire to want to do it again.
Dude, if I had sex,
dude, it's a lot of work.
So, and hand jobs.
That's a whole workout right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do.
Well, I didn't. I didn't put any effort in. I watched Community the entire time. The story of me losing virginity, or my virginity, it's a whole fucking dude. It's so funny. I swear.
Kind of stupid.
Mine was behind a BMX park at the Y.
Mine was actually pretty close to the Y. She was right next to the YMCA. So, dude,
I'm glad we share that experience.
300 feet apart from each other, we lost our virginity. We lost our virginities in the same area, Guy.
Kind of hot.
Damn, dude. You know what? We should get those girls and remake the moment.
Oh, I don't know about that.
But, minus the women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just two
So,
homies.
so like a sword fight in the woods.
But like when we
Basically like what's it called? LARPing? You want to LARP, bro?
when we tell other people, we'll say that there is girls.
Dude, I've always wanted to join like a LARPing session and just go hardcore and like beat a bunch of nerds up. I mean, I'm a nerd myself, but personally, I feel like I'd be really good at LARPing.
Oh yeah, I know you're a nerd. That's why I thought we'd be good friends.
For anyone that doesn't know what LARPing is, it's like live action role play. So that's when a bunch of people dress up as like wizards and knights and fight it out in the woods like real men.
I'm not that kind of nerd, but
I think it's funny.
Dude, I've always wanted to do that. Just show up with a wooden sword and just start like beating on some
Thing
kids.
is, like, what if you got really into it, like in your mind, and like you lost your sword, so you just start punching kids in the face?
I'm not going down now.
I would be a LARP for Star Wars, dude. I think everybody was growing up, like with those plastic lightsabers.
Oh yeah, my
have,
brother
like,
had
3 of
some,
them.
like blue and red, and just fight it out at the shop.
Oh yeah, and then you'd also go like, you'd go above and beyond and act like you were like Anakin, or was that? Just
I also took Swords Masters while I was doing martial arts. So I feel like I could really go hard on some kids. Like, not
Some
physically,
kids?
but metaphorically.
Stab, dude, you know.
You just see a bunch of kids playing with the lightsabers, and you, hey,
I just come in, like,
you just
double-ended lightsaber.
you round kick a kid, take his lightsaber, and start beating the shit out of all of them. Oh my god, but
That's why I couldn't have kids.
you just have fucking flashbacks of your childhood and start kicking
I
their
started like sword fighting with my. Well, that's.
I think I'm just narrow. You know, I think that's why I can't have kids.
No. But yeah, no, I knew that we'd be good friends because we're both a little bit nerdy. Myself, you know, I grew up playing card games. I still do.
I like to consider myself like the Weird Al type.
Mm-hmm. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, you probably look a little more like Weird Al than me, but
What the fuck? All right, Guy. Look at my Facebook profile picture. Just look at my.
I'm looking at you right in front of me on like the Tales from the Sewer.
No, that I look like Bubba J from Jeff Dunham's Puppets.
It's accurate. That's what he looks like.
And not in real life. Shut up. You're spewing
I see his
shit.
profile picture. You can't lie to me. Dude's full.
I hate you guys. Dude, every time I introduce one of my friends to another friend's, weirdly enough, they get along and then they just start making fun of me. Slowly but surely, they transition into this phase of bullying the shit out of me.
Can I ask one more question about the background?
Yeah.
All right, why do I have 2 right thumbs?
dude, Aiden did it.
My thought process was my friend Noah, who does the animation, he was like, so you need to do the arms, like you can't see it, but underneath the shirt the arms come up to a curve so he could animate, but we didn't end up animating the bodies anyway. So I didn't do the thumb on the other side because it would cover over and it would merge with like the other layers.
Okay.
I didn't think I was high as shit, I'm not gonna lie to you. So
I mean, I just didn't think you knew about my 2 right thumbs, bro.
No, like
I take into consideration if guests have deformities, you know.
no, we were literally like about to be done with the whole animation. We were like, wow, this looks good. And then me and Noah were like, fuck. He has 2 right thumbs. And then Aiden started going, oh my god.
I said it was fine. I said it's gonna be perfectly fine. There's no problem.
Dude.
I mean, I appreciate the thought because, like,
You could have
people
fat
think
flaps.
it's kind of weird that I have a pinky like right next to my thumb.
What do you think about your neck beard?
Dude, I actually do have a neck beard, and I think, you know, Lil Peep had a neck beard, and if people can find Lil Peep attractive, they can find my neck beard attractive.
I agree with that.
No, dude,
I gotta use it to cover my butt chin.
I'm so thankful for Lil Peep because, like, before him, you know, I was edgy as shit and everything, And then Lil Peep happened, and everybody's like, "Wow,
He made
edginess
it
is so
edgy cool.
yeah, like he made edginess attractive, and now girls are just like, man, this Jonathan guy's talking about summoning a demon. That's so hot,
Girls now, dude.
huh?
I had
You got goth girls now, though, dude.
Oh
Papa
my
fucking West, dude. Ugh.
Dude,
speaking of goth girls,
goth girls, I'd bust a nut, dude.
I had a girl though told me that she wanted to cut herself on top of
Ugh.
start like rubbing the blood on me.
That's fucking kinky as shit, dude.
Mm.
Kind of is.
Oh wait, Aiden,
Like,
we got to get into more of your subjects. We're gonna be,
yeah.
we're just going off the top. Let's go ahead and get through more of Aiden's subjects.
Okay, all right. I guess I wrote them down. We could go into the scare figure thing. Like as a child, did you
Mhm.
have like a particular like horror movie character or just something that scared you?
All right. Well, I've never been a fan of dolls. Right? I hate dolls.
Dude, Chucky. Like that's mine.
That's fair to say though that I've never watched a horror movie with dolls in it, so I can't really say that I have a scare figure that is a doll. I'm just not. I'm afraid of dolls. I don't like porcelain dolls. I don't like babies.
Mm.
I know I'm getting you for your birthday.
But for my scare figure, it'd be Scream, because
Really?
Really?
yeah, I remember I was really young, like had to be like a toddler or something, and I was sitting on the couch watching my dad watch TV, and he was just kind of flipping through the channels, and he stopped on Scream. I don't think he realized it was what it was, because my dad's like he loves movies, we watch all sorts of movies, but I remember it was that scene where they're at a theater, and that one girl goes to the bathroom and she's having her
Mhm.
little fit in the bathroom, and the guy goes in to check on her, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he hears the whispering from the stall, puts his ear against the stall, and then all of a sudden a knife just goes through his
Yeah.
head, like Scream strikes, right? He
Mhm.
goes and kills everybody in the theater. I don't know if that like actually happened. I know he killed quite a few people in the theater, but
Mm-hmm.
I was afraid to be in a bathroom by myself for the longest. Like, I had to have my dog in there or, like, my mom in there. Because, like, my mom has, like, a pretty big
I
bathroom.
had
They
that
got the
thing
two
with
sinks.
public bathrooms. I used to like. I'm not gonna lie. As a kid, I used to go with like my mom into the women's bathroom like for the longest time. Like
Yeah,
it was on that kind of shit, dude. I
you
just
feel
didn't like
so, like, vulnerable in a
it. Yeah,
bathroom.
you are.
But no, Scream 4 was the first ever horror movie that I watched without getting scared. But partially, that was because of my godbrother. You might know him. His name's Tristan Edwards. He's my godbrother.
Yeah, is he the one with the giant gauges in his ears?
Maybe. He has black hair. Brown black hair.
He looks like someone that skates. I don't know if he's ever skate, but does he look like someone that skates?
Sort of, yeah. He had long
know.
brown black hair.
Yeah, I think I know.
But it was because I watched the movie with him, and I was, I looked up to him because I was in like 4th grade or something. And I remember I had to watch the entire movie without getting scared.
Had to.
But for me, the only thing that's been like my like I will not do that, like horror movie or just anything. Even to this day, I will not watch any movie with like ghost, like that type of horror movies. I do not like any paranormal activity movies.
Dude, have you ever had like a real ghost experience in your life though?
Yeah, I have, but I don't know if John has.
Yeah, I have girls that constantly ghost me.
I feel.
No.
Share yours, Aiden. I'll share mine.
When I was a kid, first of all, the house we moved to, we found out later that like a Mexican like pastor lived there before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there was some weird shit going on, and as a kid, I was like, my room was connected. You had to go through my room to get to the attic, right? So I was just chilling in bed, and the fucking like the attic door just starts opening. I thought it was closed all the way. I mean, this could have been the wind at all, and then it just opened all the way. So I fucking put my head under the covers because I was fucking scared.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, I peek out and there was a dark figure at the end of my fucking bed,
Mm-hmm.
and that like scared the shit. Like I ran out of my room and went down to my parents' room.
Dude, I
That
would
scared
too.
the shit
I
out of me.
never would have. I'd burn the room down.
Yeah.
I've had sleep paralysis. That's the closest thing, but that's been scientifically proven. I was
When I was like 18. Yeah, I had to be. I was living on High Street, and I lived in the living room. I slept on the couch at the time,
mhm.
and I mean, it's safe to say I was fairly high, but I wasn't that high. Like it was just like tobacco, I guess.
Mm.
That's what we're calling it. But I knew it was time to get ready for bed. So I was tired. I went down, laid down on the couch, and I started hearing something walking in the kitchen. And like the living room, and the kitchen were connected. And I thought it was the dog, so I started calling for the dog. I was like, Missy, and it starts coming towards me. There wasn't a dog there, and like the footprint like sound I was hearing, it was coming from everywhere, like on the ceiling, on the walls, on the floor, and it freaked me out. And then all of a sudden, kid you not, I felt two hands like grab my legs like hard. Like I clearly felt fingers in a hand gripping my leg. There was nothing there, and I shot up and I turned the lights on like all over the kitchen, and then I did not sleep that night at all. Scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just going crazy, man. But
Man,
Weird, man.
you're so quirky, Guy.
right.
What's your next subject, Aiden? I just want to punch through these before we end the episode.
Hmm?
Your other subjects. I just want to
Oh.
get through them before we end the.
Yeah.
Because we still have like 20 minutes, but I just want to get them over with so you don't feel like you wasted it.
There's okay. I'll just go through it. So there's like the back to school thing. Like how do you feel about people going back to school with all like even the corona still being a thing?
Mm-hmm.
There's that new law where it's like I don't even know if it's everywhere, but I mean I've read about it on Facebook at least, which you can't trust everything on Facebook, but apparently now they can, if they feel like your kid has the corona, they can actually like take them away without parental consent and like quarantine them.
What?
Yeah. Like
Well,
I
that
read
makes
something
sense.
on Facebook where some mom like they wouldn't let her like pick her kid up from school or like actually talk to him or anything because they thought he had corona.
Okay, well that
They were
doesn't
like,
make
all right,
sense.
you're out of here. Well,
That's-
they told her, they were like, look, you and your family, you just need to quarantine for 2 weeks. But apparently they can now take your kid away without consent of a parent.
Mm.
Like if they feel like they have corona, they can do what they need to do about it.
Nah, that shouldn't be right.
I know. I feel like if it
They
is
should.
true,
If they
there's
find
going to
out.
be a lot of like angry parents. Like quite possibly a school could be shot up by somebody that's not a student.
Mm.
That's how I feel about it anyways. Like that and kids. Like let's talk about the Hollywood Hills real quick. They're having the craziest parties right now. So bad where the governor actually is like shutting off the power and stuff in certain houses they find to be like party houses.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, these aren't even kids. These are YouTubers that these kids watch on Facebook that just don't give a crap. Or like YouTube, sorry, but I mean, that's these kids. That's who they watch on Facebook, YouTube. Dang, that's their like idol. What makes you think that they're gonna give a crap about the 6 feet policy or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So I know that you had one subject, Aiden, about your worst relationship.
I mean, yeah, that was a throwaway one, but yeah, sure.
I feel like
It's a rough one.
guy just goes, yeah, her name was
No,
Lily
what I
Hall.
mean by that is like,
No.
have you ever had a relationship where you're like, why the fuck did I do that? Like, there was no reason.
Her name was Micah.
Yeah, actually, I did. I'm not gonna say any names.
Yeah, I'm not
Like,
gonna say like her name, but like
yeah.
I'll
like I've
say
had one
mine.
where it's just like, why did I do that? I
There's
had
like,
nothing in common.
there's a couple girls that I've slept with where I'm like, man, I really wish I'd never like slept with that person.
Wow, man, look at you having all this sex.
I know, I'm a gamer too. Well, PewDiePie set the trend for us, dude. He got married, so
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll get there. And
yeah.
I mean, my ex, both of them. I had two exes named Micah. Both of them were just fucking shitty, man.
Yeah.
Named him Micah. A girl named Micah.
I dated two different ones. They were so similar too. They're both like under 5 feet tall, blondes. Dude, I could go more into detail. Yeah, I was hesitant to say that. They both had fat asses, dog. But like they were fucking cunts. I mean that's just what I'm attracted to apparently. Just
Yeah.
women
No,
who
you're
are
attracted to broken. We've talked about this before.
Yeah,
yeah. Do you know any broken girls, Guy?
dude.
I know you do.
Too many to count.
He's on Facebook with 3,000
Yeah,
friends.
I'm on Facebook, bro. Like,
All right.
it's all broken girls.
Yeah.
I feel like all the girls that aren't broken are actually on Instagram.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man. I I want to be in a healthy relationship, but I'm not attracted to those. So yeah, if you ever see me in a relationship, just know that bitch crazy, man.
My friends always have a thing with saying I like to date hoes,
Mhm.
and it's not even that. Like, not slut shaming or nothing, but personally, like, you're a hoe. I don't want nothing to do with you.
I went
I
through
fall for the bait so quickly, dude. I'm like a fish.
a big man whore phase for about a year. I talked to so many girls.
A year.
I'm pretty sure everybody's gone through their
Okay,
first
no,
phase.
no, like before that, all right. It was last year in June. I get dumped, and I went over to Aiden's, and I was feeling a bit down, but instead of
We all bought
feeling
some like
bad,
hookers and blow.
but like before I decided I was like, what, dude, I'm not even gonna like she cheated on me, dumped me. I took over like 70 fucking milligrams of like melatonin. I feel like shit. And then I decided for myself, I was like, dude, I'm just gonna go from one girl. I'm gonna find a new girl to talk to. And it just escalated to where within the span of a year I talked to like more than triple digits of
He
girls.
said, I just had to turn into a helicopter for a second.
Dude, I talked to so many. It was so bad. And then like I think it was about this January that I realized after like 6 months into the whole phase, like I should really slow the fuck down.
My thing, John, is like you would meet some girls and you would introduce me to them, and in the back of my head, I'm like, why the fuck do you talk to this girl at all? Is there any like specific reason? Some of them are so fucking boring. Like,
Now, I know it's not like the culture right now, but I think that people that go and like not even go from girl to girl, someone that dates like one girl and then they break up and then they don't take time to heal and they take all that pain from the last relationship and they go on to another one.
Yeah.
It doesn't make anything better. Like you gotta take that time to heal and find yourself again, I feel like.
Well, no, I mean me personally, I don't really do relationships that often, if I'm honest.
'Cause me personally, I got this huge ego and I can just go to Pound Town whenever I want.
No, but like I don't jump from girl to girl anymore. I'm over that. And I never like went relationship. Like it was like hoes. But
Yeah.
I stopped that.
That's the easiest thing to jump from. Like,
But
I feel like it's easier than Wipeout.
I started thinking about it and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make myself happy. And as of recently, I started a podcast. I'm starting a cartoon, a show here soon. I have a lot more things in the making. I'm gonna
Oh
make a
yeah.
YouTube channel based around card games because I played those competitively for 5 years.
Yo, if you ever want to play me in Yu-Gi-Oh sometime, like, I'd be down to take you to the Shadow Realm, man.
After this, you want to hop on Dueling Book?
I don't have
It's
any
a
cards on Duel Links.
It's not on Duel Links. It's called Dueling Book. It's a online simulator where you have access to all the cards. It's a website
Oh,
that you play.
really?
I'm about to whoop your ass. I kid you
Yeah.
not. I played it competitively. You have
Well,
no
here's
idea.
the thing. All my... See, I actually got my Yu-Gi-Oh cards right next to me. I have Joey's deck, I have Yugi's deck, and I got Kaiba's deck, and then on top of that, I have a hero structure deck.
We're not gonna get into this. We're not. All right.
Yeah, other than that, I know Yu-Gi-Oh, especially recently, it's taken off into a new place where a lot of the old, like, Yu-Gi-Oh players, like, a lot of the newer stuff's kind of overpowered. I've heard, anyways.
That's the whole format of the game. It's what? I don't want to talk about this on the podcast. Afterwards,
Yeah.
sure. I'm not gonna talk on a podcast about how much of a virgin I am. But I will say this much. Dude, it's a children's card game, yet there are no kids who play it. It's just adults.
Dude, Yu-Gi-Oh takes so much, like,
What
thought
a nerd.
process.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so many, like, strategic ways you could go about it.
Learning.
We can end this subject, though.
Yeah. No, I'll continue on it after the episode, but I think we have about time for one more subject, Aiden.
I don't have any. I wrote brain, and that's one thing I wrote. That's all one word.
Brain. You're just wanting to talk about the little Dicky song named Brain.
No.
Dude, Lil Dicky's persona of Brain.
Brain.
And a...
Some
I love it.
shit. I love that. You know Mr. Long, the teacher?
Yeah, I think I remember him.
Me and him, I was his teacher pet, pretty much. Me and him got along so well. And I would sit next to him where everybody would have to be sitting at their desk. And like while everybody's like doing their own thing and I'd be doing my work next to him, me and him would be like, Brain, on some nothing. And we'd just be quoting the entire song.
Pillow Talking was a good song.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, wait. That was the Brain song, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Brain actually released his own EP. Do you know that?
Mm. Well, I mean, we would sing like the entire Pillow Talking song. But I mean,
Kind of romantic.
yeah, I mean, it was just in the middle of class. We're
Be the
just
girl.
no, no, not really. Nobody was the girl. The girl, dude. Could you imagine that type of situation? Having
Yeah.
that difficult of a woman. Sorry, I don't eat meat.
The sex probably was good. Yeah.
It's too bad I don't enjoy sex.
Dude, if a girl has something to say about me ordering pizza with pepperoni on it, then she doesn't need to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not something you ask before you fuck a girl.
I mean, I always do. I got a little checklist I go down. Are you vegan?
I have one. I go. Do you put the cereal or the milk in first? That's a
Yeah,
necessity.
that's an important one, yeah.
Do you have an innie or an outie for a belly button?
Alright, how do you feel about Audis? I have an any personally.
I have an
Outies
innie.
can get out. All right, if you have an outie belly button, I hate you.
Someone's gotta love the Audis.
No, it's not
Should've
me. I know someone who loves outies. His name's Tristan Jones. Now that's a play on words. All right, because
I don't.
He owned an
speaking of
Audi.
Play on words. I don't think you appreciated my joke.
I don't think I appreciate any of your jokes.
Well, it was here. Let me tell it to Aiden. You're right, Aiden.
Mm-hmm.
You know how to catch a polar bear?
No.
So, I mean, it'd be a lot better if I could show you, but we're not in Alaska. We're nowhere near a body of ice. But you go and you cut an ice hole in the ice, right? Just a hole in the ice.
Yeah,
and you take peas and you put them all around the ice, right?
I guess. Yeah.
And whenever the polar bear comes up to take a pee, you kick him in the ice hole.
Ah.
Doesn't
It's
it?
like
Isn't it
it's like pee, like he has to take a piss, and you kick him in the asshole.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and he sent me that out of the blue, and I open it, and I'm laying down watching TV with my mom, and I get up, and I go into the other room because I'm not sure if guys, if he took a video of him smoking or something. I get up, I go to my room, and I'm watching the video, and I'm like, I have some expectation of this being something really funky, weird. It's out of the blue, and that's what it is. Some shitty play on words, and I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, internally, I was like, if I could fucking see this guy, I swear to God, I'd kick his ass. Now finding out that you know how to fight, you'd kick my ass, but
Oh no, I'd let you have it, honestly. I think.
I
You never. Look, I have to say, like, I had this one girl, and she was riding me, and out of nowhere, she starts slapping the fuck out of me, like hard. I mean, after the first slap, I couldn't feel any of the others. How hard the first one, and it was exhilarating. Like,
I couldn't, dude.
I didn't know how to feel about it, but like, it got my blood.
I think it's a
rushing.
weird thing with women like that, dude. Like, it's a weird thing. Like, like when you're in a fight, if you get punched in the face, it gives you that like adrenaline.
Mhm.
I actually know a guy that punches himself in the face. Before he
I
gets in the
do.
fight.
No, dude, if like in a fight, it's something different, right? Like, I don't like fighting, but I feel like when you get hit, it just feels like now it's my turn. Like when you're
Yeah.
like growing up, you'd play like Bloody Knuckles, and it's like
Yeah.
the guy punches your knuckle, and it's like, all right,
Like a game of Uncle.
I'm about to
Yeah.
fucking make you quit the game. I'm about to fucking hurt you.
You
So we get that.
ready
Like,
for it?
yeah, we get that like
Bloody Knuckles.
mindset. Man, I don't know. I kind of wish I had a friend group that was just like, yeah, let's fucking fight, But like that's deep down. But like, I'm happy that I don't, because I just pussy out the entire time.
Me and Joe used to. Me and Joe used to wrestle.
Oh, I wrestled
me-
Joe.
Used to do jujitsu, so we were no shit. We would fuck around at the shop.
I'd
Jiu-Jitsu's so fun.
dude.
Yeah. It was great.
I destroyed Joe when we wrestled.
Mm.
I'd have like people that actually did wrestling and stuff in school and all that.
Mm.
They'd come up to me, like a party or something. Now, I didn't party, but I lived at this one house that was kind of like a party house. Like, it wasn't a bunch of random people. It was just like all their family come over and we'd all drink like every single night.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, some of them wrestled in like high school and stuff. And they're like, yo, I'll go out in the backyard and like wrestle. I loved that, dude. I didn't know how to wrestle, but I'd sit there and wait until I got slammed. And then as soon as I hit the ground, I'd just wrap them up every time and have them tap out.
Yeah.
Well, let me go ahead and justify this. When I said I beat Joe, I'm gonna go ahead and make a little plaintiff for him. He's better than me at wrestling. I don't know how to wrestle, but at the time I weighed more than him by a bit. So
Yeah.
Like there was no way he was beating me. We're different weight classes. So
There's some people I look at and I'm like, dude, you could sit on me and I'd tap.
yeah. Well, okay. I wasn't obese, and I'm still not. I weigh 180 right now, and I'm 5'8". So
Yeah, I really think they should change like the background to this, look more like you. Like maybe make you a little bit taller, like 6'5", and then maybe a 8-pack or something.
my
I need to add, the thing is, I have a beard, but it's not on my character.
Like the skinny jeans can stay.
that's woman jeans. Do you think? I have a pair of skinny jeans, and the guy that helped, I guess, give ideas for my character design, he saw me wearing the skinny jeans, right? So what he did is he went to American Eagle and bought a pair. I don't know if he did it because I was wearing them. Probably not. but he bought the pair after I owned them, and I wore them a lot. So he knows what they're like. They aren't that many rips. There's literally 2 holes in them, and that's it.
No, but his idea was that it's bursting out the seams.
Yeah, because I'm obese. I get it.
Maybe they should just take the skinny jeans off. Is that allowed?
Just make him have like his naked leg. I'd put a sensor bar. I could put a big one, John.
Yeah, just put 3 legs there.
I don't think a big sensor bar is required.
Yo, you got 4 knees, bro.
Oh, dude, this is what I want to talk about. Speaking of my penis, right? With the last 5 minutes that we have of the podcast, I'd like to talk more about my dick, right? So, the girl that I had sex with, right? I had dated her before. Plenty of times she gave me head, right? That's a normal thing you do in a relationship. Well, when we fucked, dude, afterwards, she didn't really look at my dick that much. And after we fucked, she was like, "Are you circumcised?" Like, this bitch had, like, plenty of times had my dick in her mouth, and she didn't know if I was circumcised or not.
What if she just doesn't know what a circumcised, like, dick looks like?
She does. Dude,
Okay.
I was so, like, dumbfounded. I was like, what? I was so confused. I was like, and she didn't really believe me. And I was like, if you want me to, I'll get hard and show you. She's like, no, that's fine. And I was like, okay.
I'll use all of my brain power right now and come back up.
And I was, well, this was a little bit after. It was about 20, 30 minutes after the deed was done, some would say. So, it was an awkward experience, man.
Dude, I feel like all sexual experiences are awkward for me.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe if...
being a gamer and someone that plays Yu-Gi-Oh, like...
yeah, no. And this girl went to a few tournaments with me. And so she knew, like
Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments?
Mm-hmm. And she'd make fun of me about it. But she accepted me for, it. Like, she didn't care. And neither do my friends that know about it. Because I was really ashamed about it. Because people made fun of me. But now I just don't care.
Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic the Gathering's more manly?
I think that neither are manly. And Magic the Gathering and Pokemon, the card games, have pedophiles.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh's where it is.
I think also another thing is, like, dude, there's so much, like, when it comes to card games, people don't know, like, dude, there are so many drug rings in card games. It is crazy. I can't even explain it.
Can you play the game, dude? It makes it more interesting.
No, like
Yu-Gi-Oh on acid or some shit, dude.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I want to, but I want to with my friends, but, like,
I've always wanted to experience, like, a VR on acid.
So,
dude, I have an Oculus Quest, dude. I want to do it.
let's make it happen.
I feel like it'd be like Sword Art Online.
Can we make that happen?
Like
we all just go
like psychedelics and then
We do acid and play VR. I have a Star Wars game you could do.
Dude,
oh man.
that would be my first time hanging out with you, Guy, and we all 3 just do that. Dude, that'd be so cool.
That would be sick.
You guys free this Saturday?
Dude,
Oh, today's
whenever
Saturday.
Saturday.
It'll be so much better because I'll have like my own house essentially.
Mm-hmm. But no. Back to what I was saying. So there are teams that sponsor players who do really well in tournaments, and what they'll do is they'll buy the cards for them, right? And the cards are really expensive. Decks can cost up from $400 to $1,000 to $2,000 depending on what you get. And change a lot, or the cards prices change a lot. And a lot of the teams that sponsor players sell, like, meth and cocaine all across the world just so they have the money to sponsor players. It is so crazy. I'm not saying every team, but there are quite a few teams that have been outcast because of it.
I'm quite skeptical about, like, a few. Let's take FaZe Rug, for instance. Do y'all remember FaZe Rug?
Yeah.
He wasn't that popular. He was probably, like, one of the least popular FaZe players back in the day, right?
There were some others that are way less popular.
I watched Rain and like Banks and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Raid, Banks, Adapt, Apex. Okay, I grew up on
I gotta
FaZe,
put
so
Jev in there.
Jev,
Like Rug though,
Tico.
I was watching. No one talks about Blue anymore.
Blue was
So, like,
a monster. Way better than
Rug,
Jev.
Pomage was personally my favorite. I still watch Pomage. I think he's Pomage and Sprat. But like Rug, I was watching Nelk Boys yesterday, right? Do y'all know who Nelk Boys are?
But you mentioned them, Canadians.
I don't think so.
Dude, I think y'all would actually love them. Like, after this, you should look up Nelk on YouTube, and they do like pranks and stuff, but they also they party like freaking frat boys. But FaZe Rug invited them over to his house, right? Not like a FaZe house or like a team house or something like that, right? This is FaZe Rug's house, and he lives in a mansion, like a nice mansion, and I don't know where he got all this money, dude. Because to me, Rug was always like the least popular.
No, he was always popping. NW2, he was okay. It depends if you say like because Pomage wasn't always in FaZe, he was always in and out. But
Pomage kind of goes around. I think he's in FaZe right now.
But Rug was like a really big feeder, trick shotter, and he was a content creator comparatively to other FaZe members.
Pretty much strictly like content creator now.
Yeah, all of them are at this point besides Jev and Pomage, and I don't know if Blue does any. But no. Rug was not that small. Like there were other players, like for instance Gwit. I don't know if you guys remember him, but
I do remember Gwit. I wish he was still around.
He was a smaller one. I loved Gwit. Yeah. But yeah, before we keep going on, I'm going to go ahead and just end the episode. I want to thank everyone who watched this episode this far. I know it was quite long, 2 hours. If you can, make sure to leave a like, comment, and even share to your friends if you feel like you want to. All right, thank you.